We visited Paris in 2023 where we've saved over $11,000. How we did it, of course, was the help of the credit card points and miles. First and foremost, we took this business class flight from Atlanta to Paris on AirFrance that we booked with miles. We absolutely loved this experience. Here's the menu. If you would like to stop and look at it, you can, but let me give you a quick rundown on what to expect. First, you arrive into the business class section and you are being seated in a very comfortable seat that can be transferred into the lie flat. Then you have this menu with plenty of different options on food, beverages, and desserts. You can choose from the menu anytime you'd like. The food was delicious. We started strong with some snacks and beverages, and then we got into our main meals. This was an appetizer. I had a lobster with salad, and then the main course, meat with some veggies and the salad on the side again. Here's what the dessert looks like. And then you go to sleep and you wake up to a wonderful breakfast. They also give you a care kit or the amenity kit that has some product like lotion and lip balm, the mask, the socks, and the pen to write with. This was AirFrance and they are partnered with Clarence, which was cool. And this is how your seat turns into the lie flat, so you can rest and nap or sleep, whatever you choose to do. Let's get into the price breakdown of this flight. We paid $511 and 117,000 points, which actually costed us 82,000 points because Amex had a transfer bonus at a time. Actual cost of round trip is $64.65 for two people. We would pay $64.65. So here's what we saved, over $5,900. 9 hours later, we are in Paris. Let's go check into our hotel, which was Westin Vendome, which is part of Marriott Bonaway program. We booked 3-night stay with $50,000 night certificate at $150,000 in total, and this is the standard room we were assigned. At a time of check-in, we were offered to upgrade to suite with a view at 200 euros per night. We didn't accept it at first, so we went and checked in our regular room. And do you know what we did next? We went downstairs to get upgraded. But here's a price breakdown. We booked this 3-night stay with 150,000 Marriott points. The cost of the night averaged at about $550 per night. Now we got upgraded to a suite with view to Eiffel Tower, which is pricey. This is what it looks like. This was the best decision we ever made. You probably can tell for yourself how different those two rooms are. This one is probably twice as big, twice as bright, and the best part, of course, it has the view that you're gonna have a peek in a second. This was the great deal, in my opinion, to pay $650 extra for this room. And here's the same view at night. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, we were watching the Eiffel Tower light up every night, and I'm so great we did this upgrade and it was available. So here's the price breakdown of what we paid for upgrade and points, what it cost, and the saving of $5,500. Let me take you on a 3-night, 4-day stay here in Paris. We have visited only the main attractions of the Paris. This is a Triumph Arc, and here's the square of Vendome. We actually stayed right next to it, so we walked here quite a few times. Of course, we went to Louvre, and I don't know, I have a very mixed feelings about it. I'm not a big art person. It was pretty interesting to see and pretty cool to see a lot of things in here, but Louvre is very crowded. I would say it's overcrowded, and it's in my opinion, not worth a full day to spend in. Especially if you're not into the art like myself. I don't know much about art. We came here to see the main exhibitions, which of course was Mona Lisa and some others. The lines to get in were crazy, and people here's an example. This is, in my opinion, crazy. All the people scattered to take a picture of the Mona Lisa, and it is all protected, and you can get close by it. We spent 6 hours here, and in my opinion, we could have spent 6 hours walking around the town of Paris. It's so, so beautiful. I absolutely loved it. After Louvre, we went to Lafayette Gallery, which is the huge mall, and it is kind of museum by its own. We didn't spend much time here because I wasn't there to shop, but it is pretty cool. And they also have an observatory up top that you can take an elevator and take great pictures. But my personal favorite part was walking around the Paris and seeing all the monuments and the old structure of the town. During our trip to Paris, a lot of things were under construction due to the Olympic Games of 2024. I was surprised how clean Paris was. I didn't expect that reading a lot of things in the media. We also did a guided tour on the boat down the Vienna, and that was another cool thing to do. However, it was a little bit too crowded to my taste. But it was all right. It was all right for a 2 hour tour. Another favorite part of mine to this trip to Paris was the food. Anywhere we went, the food was absolutely delicious. This is me trying the escargot for the first time ever in my life, and I actually loved it. So I ate them quite a few times during our stay, and I'm gonna show you a couple of things we ate. This was from random places. We didn't really do any research on where to eat or looked at the Yelp reviews or Google reviews. We just went with the flow, and whenever we saw a place that we like, we would stop. This is the only place we made reservation for. This is Madame Brasserie in the Eiffel Tower. We really wanted to experience something cool, and we paid $160 for the prefix menu. This is all we ate. To be quite honest with you, I don't think it was worth it, but it was a cool experience. Here are some regular bakeries that we went to, and another restaurant with the Eiffel Tower in mind. And of course, my favorite part was just having some snacks and wine at our room at Westin Vendome. Was a beautiful view to the city, so we did that a few times instead of dining out, because I think we had the best view in town. We had a Louvre on one side and then Eiffel Tower on another side, and we were in the comfort of our own room. 3 nights, 4 days. I don't think it's enough for Paris. Next time we would visit Paris, I think we're gonna go for 6 days, 5 nights instead, and see a little bit more for ourselves. So with that, our trip was over. We went to an AirFrance lounge here in Paris CDG airport, and we took our business class flight to the next destination. Let me get into the final price breakdown on what this trip cost. Here's the final breakdown. The actual cost would have been 12,000. We've spent a little over 1,100, so we've saved $11,000 on this trip. Would you go?